Hello everyone, we got extra news for today's video. Grayscale has tweeted out investors, major companies, and even central banks are revisiting digital currencies. That's why we partnered with Barron's Online to create the Cryptocurrency Investor Forum. Join us on December 3 to hear about the future of crypto investing. Now you guys already know this date, December 3, which is tomorrow once again. Many digital innovations have been accelerated during the past several months, and cryptocurrency is no exception. Investors, major companies, and even central banks are revisiting the financial instrument. The conversations taking place during this year's virtual event will be critical in understanding the future of this industry and the opportunities that might present itself. So again, guys, we can see right here, future of digital currency, and how to approach investing in this asset class. We can see the agenda, the bull case for Bitcoin. It looks like a lot of people will be here, guys. MicroStrategy. So this is a date to watch out for. XRP Mami must read, eye-opening, written pre-that. That has put stress on the economy and has forced government aid and lending at a rate in which we can never repay. They are purposely collapsing the dollar, but why? XRP will be a world reserve currency. US debt is growing rapidly. The amount of public debt owned by the US government is now more than 22 trillion, which is more than that now. This is the highest it has ever been, and as the debt rises, the government continues to spend and tax revenues continue to fall. Despite being in the second longest economic expansion since the post-World War II boom, the US is projected to rack up annual deficits and incur national debt at rates not seen since the 1940s. In fact, in its Budget and Economic Outlook 2019 to 2029, the Congressional Budget Office reported that other than the period immediately after World War II, the only other time the average deficit has been so large over so many years was after the 2007-2009 recession. XRP is perfectly positioned to serve as a world reserve currency. It can be held in significant quantities to provide liquidity for foreign exchange reserves, international transactions and investments, and all other uses throughout a global economy. In an earlier article, XRP was designed for $10,000. I quoted Ripple Labs co-founder Arthur Brittle, who wrote XRP must be scalable to accommodate 7.5 billion people. Does this mean that it was designed to be used by every human on the planet and to serve as a world reserve currency? Yes and yes. Guys, huge things is coming for XRP and Ripple. XRP Yo-Yo has suited out Ripple, XRP and RippleNet perfectly suited for all CBDCs worldwide. The race to launch a central bank-based digital currency CBDC is in full swing. Triggered by the announcement of the launch of Facebook Libra, more and more countries around the world are investigating a CBDC. While the Facebook project has stalled, thus according to a new report, Facebook Libra will launch as a USD-based stablecoin in January 2021 without another basket of currencies. The current global leader is China, which according to experts is at least 3 years ahead of the world, as the digital yuan is already being tested in numerous restaurants such as Starbucks and other well-known partners. This creates many financial venues that need to move a large amount of fresh capital quickly and cheaply. However, there is still a lack of appropriate infrastructure to move digital assets such as stablecoins, which are issued as CBDCs, across national borders quickly and cheaply. I think RippleNet can actually take these local CBDCs and bridge them to make money move more efficiently. What do we see here, guys? The bridge. Again, it is possible that such a stablecoin could be valuable for cross-border payments, serving a function similar to that offered in the private sector, by Ripple, a real-time gross settlement system, currency exchange, and remittance network whose digital currency XRP leapfrogs slow and expensive correspondent banking. XRP Crypto Wolf Asuido, CEO of the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, says Bitcoin has caught the attention of many and could evolve into a global market asset. He said having a digital currency has a real impact on the US dollar, making it less relevant on a global scale for international holders of dollar-based assets. He also raised the question, does it change the need for the dollar as a reserve currency? Again from XRP Crypto Wolf, Palm talks Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary into buying a little more Bitcoin. Shark Tank's Mr. Wonderful said he was not against Bitcoin but would invest far more into the crypto asset if it were backed by regulators. Let's check this out.
Palm talks Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary into buying a little more Bitcoin. Canadian businessman Kevin O'Leary, who appears on the reality TV show Shark Tank, has seemingly softened his stance on Bitcoin after speaking with Anthony Pompliano. In an episode of the Pomp podcast released today, Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary appeared to be moving past his statements last year when he declared that Bitcoin, BTC, was not a real currency, though he still expressed concerns about the crypto asset's volatility. The businessman said that he already owns some BTC and he might consider investing a little bit more of his $400 million net worth in the cryptocurrency. "I am not against Bitcoin, I'm not against it," said O'Leary. "But when you're talking about putting millions of dollars to work, you really want to understand that you can think long-term about it, and I have a feeling there'll be other alternative ideas." O'Leary said his main concern over investing anywhere from 1% to 2.5% of his portfolio, half what he holds in gold, into Bitcoin is the crypto asset doesn't have the backing of regulators yet. "Maybe I'll put a little bit more into Bitcoin, just for the heck of it. I have a little bit just so I can watch the price, but it bothers me when I can't get the regulator on board." However, if governments were to get behind digital assets, the businessman said he would consider putting a larger percentage of his portfolio into crypto. "The globe needs a digital currency," he said. "If you told me the Swiss and the Euro and the American and the Canadian, Australian governments agreed to whatever that is, I would put up to 20% of my portfolio in it." The Shark Tank star's comments seemingly show a greater acceptance of crypto assets given what he said last year. In a 2019 CNBC interview, O'Leary referred to crypto as a rogue currency because one couldn't pay taxes using it and was largely unregulated. "I have no interest in doing any of this crypto crap because it is not compliant."
So look at that, guys. A lot of more people are joining into crypto, especially Bitcoin though. Again, the world is moving in a fast pace. More adoption and more innovation is taking place. But who really knows what will take place at the end of the day? But anyways, guys, so hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you guys are already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And you guys, see ya.
The beginning of the greatest economic cycle this country has had since World War II. And I knew the things that Donald would do, and he hasn't even got started. But this is the eye of the motherfucking storm, the perfect storm. It ain't never going to get any better. Never. This is perfect for the QLA model. If I could have written a prescription or a formula, I couldn't have written it any better. Low interest rates, money's free, you stupid. Massive chaos. And Donald's going to rip the mother economy apart. And he's going to for practice in a good way. This is it. It ain't never going to get any better. This is like a multiple orgasm the rest of your life, you fucking slags that are in the audience. This is it.
Sometimes I don't want to hear what Dan has to tell me. But as I wrote in one of my blogs, the old man, he's always right. Because he's telling you what you don't want to hear about yourself, but what you know is true. And that is, you're not stepping yourself up. You're not stepping your game up. And you get caught up in fear. As Dan says, false expectations appear in reality.